Good morning and welcome. The camera is in my face. Let me move it. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for making it today. It's another beautiful day and hopefully a beautiful stream. Hello, Yatakshi. Sorry. Sorry for butchering. I'm always butchering names. It's not easy if you are streaming in not your native language and then a third language name comes in. I'm very sorry for always butchering names. Hello and welcome. Can you give me in English characters how I can call you so I can remember your name? I always have to talk around it because I cannot read in this time. Night. It's night in India. Okay, good to know. Night or evening? Probably night, right? Games. I can call you Games. Is that correct? If so, I will write that down because I will probably forget it and you are here often, so I want to remember your name. Okay. I don't have anything to write. I will write it here. Games. And if not, I will call you Games from now on. So that you are aware of that. Hey Bob, welcome. Great to have you here. How are you this day? You're in UK, so it's evening. How are you? You are in UK. Were you US? I'm completely confused right now. You are wee Bob, so you can be here for a wee bit. Thank you very much for being here. So, we will draw a classic today. I have not drawn Wolverine yet. And there's not a big of an excuse. I haven't drawn a Superman, for example, yet because there's so many different ones out there. But I think Wolverine was always only played by one single actor, wasn't he? There is a young version in one movie where they have his origins more or less a little bit hinted on, or more hinted on. I'm not even sure in which movie that was, but we don't count that. In every other time travel, everything, other universes, it was always Hugh Jackman who played it. So I prepared because, as you perhaps know, we will try to do one portrait now in one stream. So I prepared again. So the boring parts are missing. So this is our Wolverine. Let me switch over to the picture that you can also see which reference picture we're taking, and that will be him. I'm actually pretty okay already with the pre-sketch. He almost looks like himself, even in the pre-sketch. I'm happy. I can only ruin that, so stay with me and see how I will ruin this. Doing all good here. It's 6 p.m. Yeah, exactly. I'm starting at 7 p.m. my time. That should be 6 p.m. Your time. Hope you're well this week. I am getting better and better, so everything is good. I always learn something from your sketch drawing. That is nice to say. I'm very thankful for that. That makes it all worthwhile if people really benefit from it. I love when people have just fun watching it, but even better when people benefit in some way, form, or anything else from it. It's also a very good thing just looking at how other people do it, right? Even if they're doing completely different things. Sometimes it opens up your mind to try something else. Also, you can benefit from everyone on every skill level from watching them. DM Sketching, welcome. How are you today? Thank you very much for dropping by. You made it even in the beginning. Welcome, my friend. So nice that you're here. I will call you still Games, if that is okay. I will just call you Games. Games says hello to everyone too. Good, so this is Wolverine, and we will start with Wolverine, I would say. So I always have to remember to start recording here. So I have my recording also. I think you probably, I can make you hear me better, and there could be double music. So that should be eliminated. And let me check. You should not see the microphone this way, but it is closer, so you should be able to hear me better. So yeah, good. We'll start. So as I said, I've prepared the general outlines because it's not really that exciting to watch me draw them, especially for people that are drop in here for the first time and see what I'm doing, and they cannot even, they don't have any hint of what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and in what quality I'm doing it and so on and so on. It is a bit boring for those, so I am now always trying to prepare to this level so that we can start with the more exciting stuff. And the next thing I normally do now is also something for the show. it is to focus on the eyes, because they are the most interesting thing, and they always look, not only because they are interesting, but also because if you leave them out for too long, it just looks really creepy. And so for example, with the, I'm not sure if you, Lainey, welcome, how are you? I'm not sure if you have seen the music video I've done with medicine. There I am a little bit unhappy that I started with the eyes so late, because for a little bit of time medicine looks a bit creepy, and you can avoid that by going with eyes first. You have probably already noticed I will be drawing on regular white paper today again, because I also enjoy that, and I thought especially it will probably be a question of reference image that I have. With this reference image, for example, again, it doesn't scream white on gray for me, so I thought I would go once again with a regular paper. And I'm not mad with a regular white paper, so I will also draw on that. You're good, that's nice to hear. Yeah, DM Sketching and Lainey managed to meet in the chat. That is a good day, isn't it? I wanted to watch our movie earlier. You can all watch the stream. It is almost as exciting as a movie. I can understand that I'm not for everyone, so thank you very much for dropping by, Bob. Have so much fun with your movie. It is not good that I am now always streaming in a movie night, but I get it. Let me grow to 1 million subscribers, then I will be evening entertainment for the whole family. So I also want to listen to the music. I will put on my headphones. Give me a sec, please. You know how that is. The cable is always entangled with everything available in a mile radius when you try to. I don't know how headphones do that. That is, I don't think that. Do they have patents on that behavior with earphones? I would so much like to go to wireless with all my headphones. But I have a couple of wireless headphones, but the Apple EarPods I have, I actually like them. They are very terrible in regards of microphone, but other than that, I generally like them, but they die so quickly. It is terrible. By now, I have about 20 minutes of talking time on the phone or something, it's not usable for something like this, not at all. I'm really just switching left to right every 20 minutes if I have a longer call. And I have very big Bluetooth ones, and they do not work that good with PC, so I should get wireless PC headphones. So, hey, Lee is here too. Welcome, Lee. How are you? Very hungry. I just ate. I always time this in a way that I'm eating and then I go with you into the stream. So I'm very good today. I'm really good. I am feeling so much better lately. It's amazing. I slept for 2.5 hours this lunch break, so I should be good for tonight's stream. Got enough energy. So I have to watch the hat again. If I put down the camera more, it is good for so that I don't put my head too much under it. But then you see the camera, it's right in my face. So I have still to work on that setup. I'm not sure if it is the best I can do. So Wolverine is a classic. Do we have Wolverine fans here? We have to say all the separate dedicated Wolverine movies were not really that good, were they? But he's an interesting character. So, Liana, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. For me, there's not a specific time to be hungry, by the way. I'm always hungry. Big foodie I am. Yeah. As long as you can regulate the intake, I would say, that is totally fine. I've heard you should not do any kind of diet by anyway. You should do some instinctual eating or however that is called. I'm still totally not sure how that works. I understand the idea that every diet you're doing is somehow doomed to failure, and nothing is really just the holy grail of nutrition and stuff, and that there is some kind of mechanisms in your body that let you feel, let you know subconsciously what you should eat and what your body is missing in terms of nutrients and so on. I can believe that. I just don't get it because my body is constantly telling me I should eat fries and chips and stuff. So that doesn't sound like I should listen to it too much, you know? So I am feeling better. Today is a milestone, I would say. Together with yesterday and the day before, I would say. I really have the feeling that there is something changing now for the positive right now, and that is really cool. And don't forget to hit the like button. So what have I missed? Other way. My sound is bad? Why is my sound bad? My sound isn't bad. Wait. And now the camera died. What is going on here? The ghosts. I have ghosts. I don't appreciate this. Not because the sound is bad. Okay. I, of course, directly ignore the not and start looking for the error. Look at my beautiful light here. Isn't it beautiful? It makes me look so good. Kidding. But you have to live with it. Okay, so. I don't know what I said in that moment, Lainey. I never know. I speak and then forget directly what I'm talking about. So I cannot really repeat what I've said. What I asked earlier. Have I asked anything? I asked if anybody is here a real Wolverine fan, but I think that question is already lying a little bit in the past. Restart recording, or I will hate myself later not having a video, despite the live video, of course. So, the eye already looks pretty okay. We will indicate a little bit of the shading. Here we have a pretty important, I would say, line. You have a little bit of a light line directly, bright line directly underneath the eye. That is just really white. We could even draw it in with a gel pen if we forgot to do it right now. And here a shadow starts, but this very bright line there will be a nice contrast around the eye. So I want to make sure that we capture that. So give me a second. I will just mark in this shadow and then I will be back with you guys. We have a very big valley of shadow here directly underneath the eye, which will be important. But we won't color it in too dark. We'll do that later because I'm pretty sure it goes further here into the... It should go somewhere because it is also in league with this crevasse. Which is not the right word, but I'm using what I have. So something like this. It looks a little bit like America, doesn't it? He is Canadian, I know that. You don't have to tell me that. So, I asked if anybody likes Wolverine. Yeah. Lainey loves him. She wants him again for the underground UFC ring. Right? I love the cartoon Wolverine version in X-Men. He's quite a different character though, isn't he? He's very one-dimensional in the comics. Looking good. Thank you very much, Sunday Sketches. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Liana's favorite version is from the series X-Men Evolution. He is really cool. I love that series. I feel Hugh Jackman really brought him to life. He did, but with more character. He was a little bit more dimensional, don't you think? Huge Jackman, yeah. I could have also taken here a picture with a shirtless Hugh Jackman. I would probably have gotten the approval from some of you guys for that. But I thought I will go with this. It is... I have to rant about that again. I think I do that also not often enough, but pretty often. Looking for good quality, high quality resolution pictures of stars like Hugh Jackman. You should think he has played Wolverine so long, I don't know, over 10 years or something, and in so many different movies, and so hugely popular. Search for Hugh Jackman profile pictures for his face in at least 2 million pixels size in and find one that you like, which has really a good quality, and look that it really has a good quality. Sometimes it's just a red herring if you search for them. It's terrible. You don't find the pictures. I have so often difficulties when I decide for a model. Today I was also thinking about Jessica Jones, for example. I looked for her, and you always just have very strange pictures of her, low quality. I did not like them at all. I couldn't show her today. I am pretty okay with this picture now. I'm very happy that I've found it. It's actually a cool picture. He has a little bit of a strange expression in it, but that is the price you pay. It isn't always perfect, and I can blame it on the picture, his expression there, if I don't. If it doesn't look too good, you know? Isn't he Australian? Yes, he is. He's Australian. So, because did somebody say something else that he isn't? He looks good in leather. Okay, I am fine with that. Lainey has left us for the time being. That is fine. She is allowed to have a life next to this. Not for too long, but a bit. So, I'm not that. I don't understand why this pencil looks so strange sharpened today. Let's try with this. Better. We need a pretty sharp pencil for drawing the little hairs. It can't be too smooth and too regular, because we have a couple of dark and light differences in the eyebrows. That makes it interesting to watch. But we also need the fine point of the pen to join some of the shadow details. I have to be careful when I look into my profile and into my reference picture. I speak directly into the microphone, and I don't want to hurt your guys' ears. Okay, so Mo, welcome. Nice having you here. Karbalai, hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. I was just a little bit concentrated, so I didn't notice earlier. Thank you very much for joining. How are you today? Lainey's food is late. Was that the delivery guy that called you? Or is somebody else getting it for you right now? You have a Clayton, don't you? Send him. For the thumbnail picture of my Buffy picture that I just released yesterday, I formed this like a little steak. I don't think anyone has noticed. I had fun. Let's go for the other eye. So there is so few contrast in here, but honestly, in the picture itself, in this area, there is also not that much contrast. The eyes, the white in the eye is pretty dark. So it is relatively at the same level than all the stuff around. So let's just go a little bit darker here because it has to be. And then we will take a look at the other eye and invite the other eye to join the other one in the more detailed level. I am rambling. The food is a lie, Lainey. I'm very sorry to tell you, the food is a lie. Nice to be here. Yeah, I'm wonderful. Thanks for asking. I am too today, so I am pretty good. That is not often the case, but today I am feeling pretty good, and I hope that is a good sign for future days. So let's be good together. Let's be fantastic, wonderful. You said wonderful. Let's be wonderful together. So happy that you made it. I haven't tried Wolverine yet. I don't even know exactly why, because he is such a big, iconic character. If you say drawing superheroes, he's probably one of the first, when you just start listing some, he's probably one of the first that get mentioned pretty soon. But I think because of that, I was just always thinking he's something special. I should do it I should keep him for a special occasion or something. I'm not sure. But which special occasion is there? It's not really like I'm Wolverine, so it's not really something to do as a sub goal or something. There is no Wolverine Day. There are probably people who say there should be something like a Wolverine Day. There isn't. So I thought, why not? Let's draw him today. No time like today. Wolverine Day, you mean? There should be a Wolverine Day. Yeah, there could be. There are so many movies with him. Actually, as an actor and as a character for the genre of superhero movies, there probably is a Wolverine Day. Somebody at some point probably said, okay, this day is now Wolverine Day. They're very well. And also he did so much, I think, for Australia. He's one of the biggest Australian actors, Chris Hemsworth too, of course, but he's one of the big ones. He's an Australian legend, and at least in Australia, they should give him a Hugh Jackman Day or something. So you guys check out DM Sketching's channel and Flo's definitely also. Flo does really cool stuff, as does DM Sketching. So if you're into gaming, you cannot miss out on Yorkshire Putt's channel. So check all of them out, and there are also other artists in here. That also all of them deserve credit. Artists are underrated on YouTube, so let's check each other out and give us some lovely comments. Sunday Sketches, for example, as the name says, also has a channel. Check them out. You think? I haven't even drawn that many eyes there yet, but I'm happy with how they look, so thank you very much. So we have a lot of shadows going on around the eyes. That are very important. He's not that kind of clean cut. I've drawn some pictures of for the most part ladies, but also a couple of the boys, where you have a lot of CGI playing into it and smoothening and stuff, and when you draw it you notice that more even than you can see in the picture, because there aren't any lines in the face left that you can use to show age and to show character. You really lose all of that. You don't do that with Wolverine. It is very hands-on, very natural, I would say. Games, check also out games. They're here too, still. DM is just invisible. As long as your view is counted, that is fine with me. Of course, thank you guys for dropping by. Very glad to have you here. So, we have. I'm happy with the lines yet. So we are in this area which I also like very much. I do not leave pictures like that normally, but I like this over stylized, very high contrast. You know, if I would just draw this a lot darker and more, not that smooth shaded, but really on the nose. I don't know how to say it right now. I also like that style. I should do something like that sometimes because I really appreciate that look. DM Sketching does a lot of really, I would say, stenciled pictures, really the binary view, black and white, which I also like very much. I've done that in the past, privately, not on my YouTube channel, a lot for t-shirts. When I made t-shirts, you know, I've created a lot of my own t-shirts where I took pictures of people, portraits, and just made them into the stencils, which works very good for those where you iron it on the t-shirt, not with color, but with this don't know how you call it, foil something, whatever, and that looks very good with stencil on a t-shirt. I love that look also very much. I haven't done something like that, and I'm considering doing a t-shirt video, because right now I have done a couple of other things, not just portraits and drawing. I'd like to do something like that again on the channel, not just drawing, but also a little bit crafting, you know. You haven't released that much lately, have you? You should. How was your exam? You had your exam yesterday, right? How was that? Did the learning pay off? Thank you, games. I appreciate you saying that. Also, I'm not sure if Wolverine would appreciate you categorizing him as pretty. So I've shown you guys my stenciled guitar that I did, right? I think I've posted a picture of that on the Discord. By the way, I'm starting a regular Buffy drawing where everyone can watch certain episodes. I would think, for example, for the first one, everybody looks at the first 2 episodes, and then we decide before the stream starts which character is the most important of those 2 episodes, and then I will draw that and we can discuss those episodes in stream. So if you like Buffy, or you just want to join the fun, or if you've never seen it and you should, really, then feel free to join. The easiest way to not forget it is to join my Discord. Link on any other video but the live videos down in my link tree. Just join us there and you won't miss it. So we will probably start watching next week, so we will have the first stream the week after next week, so everybody can be prepared, like homework, you know. Everybody has to have seen the series, and in every country it is different if and how you can access it. And I will make also videos, time-lapse videos out of those, and if something extraordinary happened in the chat, I will probably mention that also there. So if you miss one, it's not that bad. You can always watch the episodes a little bit later and just watch the time lapses or the live complete recordings later. Of course, they will also be there. I won't delete them either. So if you want to join, or if you know somebody who is a big Buffy fan, or you want to introduce somebody to Buffy, this is the time. Join us. We're not a cult. So you call Lee pretty. That is okay. He doesn't have retractable iron claws, does he? So that is fine. I'm not sure I would call, although he is pretty civilized, I would say, isn't he? So our Wolverine is pretty civilized. I don't think he would just slice you up because you called him pretty. He wouldn't really appreciate it, probably, but he wouldn't get aggressive, I think. It's not out for me yet. What do you mean? What is not out for you yet? Laney. So you mean on? You told me on that Buffy will be on Disney Plus, right? I'm not sure if it will be. I have still not found a definite statement actually online. Yeah, so I'm actually not sure how to. I have all the DVDs, of course, so I don't have that issue, but not everyone will have, so it might be a bit difficult. Perhaps if we definitely knew that it would come to Disney Plus or some other streaming service, we should wait until then to start with it, if it's not next year or something. But if there's nothing definite, it's not. I'm not sure if we should wait or if it makes any sense to wait, you know. So vibranium, not titanium. So anybody said titanium? I probably said titanium, didn't I? I don't know. Adamantium. There is time yet. What do you mean with there is time yet? For adamantium claws? Adamantium, yes. Adamantium is correct. And just to point that out, adamantium is not as hard and as deadly as vibranium. Just to make that clear. Nobody has to go all alpha about that on me. Vibranium stronger than adamantium. So it's kind of strange music for drawing Wolverine, isn't it? I'm not sure if we have more fitting music, but it's not really Wolverine music. I could draw some daffodils in his hair or something. Would suit him very well, I think. Let's go a little bit on the nose. Yeah, if you have something about it definitely going on Disney Plus, you can post it on the Discord perhaps. If they're even perfect, even more perfect, if there would some kind of date in there when it is expected to drop. Because if it's just a matter of a week or 1-2 weeks or something, we should wait for that. But I ask myself, is it the HD version, which is abysmal, or is it the standard SD version, which is much better? We won't slice people. In the end, we won't slice people. Because we are a family-friendly channel. For all ages. So, but I hope you guys are all in for the Buffy. It would be really, really lonely if I sit here discussing Buffy with myself. I know that Liana will drop by, so that is pretty sure. But you guys should too, because it's just really amazing series. And I would love to do something like watching on Discord, but there are a little bit of difficulties legally with doing that. So you don't hear music? Why don't you hear music? Does nobody hear music? Am I the only one hearing music? Or is it just really, really, really... It is really, really quiet. It is there. But now you hear music. Just really quiet. So now you should have music. Music makes the world go round, so we need music. 23rd February. That sounds great. Is it only for the UK or is it for everyone? Does you also have that? Does you? I am a savage. I don't speak language. So okay, so we have part of a nose now. Getting closer. It is always interesting to reach this point where parts of the face come together and to see if it still works. So that's why I often just jump around a little bit. And draw here, draw there. Because I think it's very important how it all plays together. You have artists that are really great at shading, but something is a little bit off, and that sometimes happens. And I should use something to know. Now you should hear it. I have tried to make it quite loud, but it should still not drown my beautiful honey-like voice out. Best of both worlds. Yeah, check them all out. Mo, there are some amazing gems here. Different kinds of content. Everyone should check everyone out. So this is really not fitting music for Wolverine. I will try with the more. There is an up-tempo playlist. Let's look if there's something new. Harris Heller, who is doing these stream beats, safe. They are safe for streaming. He is adding more and more new ones. There's a stream beats dubstep. We won't look stream beats. There's a retro. I'm not sure if that is really stream beats. I'm not sure that all of them are legit. Let's just go with the EDM. It's a bit more. It's also not really the certified Wolverine atmosphere, but still I feel it's a bit better than those very calming daffodil collecting soundtracks. Altek, welcome. Ini, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Now it's a party. It starts to be a party with all you guys here. I hope you all wear masks. I don't want to get in trouble. Thank me, I'm great. How are you? And I'm happy that I am now drawing a character that you appreciate so much. Yeah, I have hold back on him. I don't really know why. So I thought, why not just do it? We will do it together today. And I'm pretty happy with the reference picture I found today. I'm not always happy. For example, I wasn't that happy with the Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch I drew yesterday, the reference picture. It's interesting because I think actually I did a good job. My portrait looks very much like the reference picture, but I don't really like the reference picture that much, and it is a bit strange. But you're always limited. You should expect there are more better quality portraits of popular characters out there. They aren't. So at the current phase of the pic looks more like Jean Valjean. Who is Jean Valjean? Who's Jean Valjean? I feel like I should know. Hungry? You're still hungry, Lainey? When is your meal coming? Terrible that they leave you waiting like that. Don't they know who you are? I don't get it. I would never make you wait like that. Ah, yeah, okay. I still haven't watched Les Miserables yet. I still want to. I haven't. But I heard probably the name in that context. That's why it seems so familiar. So we have to very slightly shade this side of the nose so that that shaft of light we have going over the nose, that reflection, really is the lightest thing on his nose. But I also do not want to go too dark. So what I'm drawing right now would probably be if I would have gone with the gray and the black and white pencils for this one. This one I'm shading right now is probably around the color I would normally define the gray paper to be. So, thank you very much, games. 2 meter rules, everyone. Yeah, I hope you guys are not. I think you're pretty safe. Some of you are in India, some of you are in the UK, some of you are in Germany. Tommy and Leah, hey, welcome. I haven't seen you drop by. I missed you. Sorry, I missed seeing you. I didn't miss you in chat because it's the first time you're here, but I'm so happy you are. Thank you very much for dropping by. Okay, so we are US people. So I think we are good on the 2 meter rule. What made me start drawing? Actually, I haven't drawn. I started last year again after a very long time. I hadn't even touched a pencil for in over 10 years or something. I always liked drawing when I was young, but I was in my family the only one really, I wouldn't say that was any good in it, but who drew stuff that you could recognize. Let me phrase it like that, what it was supposed to be. And my mother searched then somebody outside of the family to support me because nobody in the family really could. So I got a couple of lessons, but I stopped during university, I think, to really draw again up until mid of last year. And I started again because I am still in I have an illness. I cannot work right now. It is getting better now, but it was a little bit of a thing to do, and also the channel and doing videos and stuff was something to even get some feeling of that I'm doing something, that I'm accomplishing something, and even just structuring my day and week and everything. So I'm very thankful for having that, and I am having so much fun with it. I love drawing again, and I love content creating almost more than I love drawing. Sometimes I just want to make a video. I don't necessarily have to draw, but I need to draw to have a video. So, so yeah, give me a like here, like and subscribe, everyone. This Wolverine looks angry. Yeah, he looks a little bit angry. I think that is okay. He is kind of a grumpy person. Exactly, show some love by smashing that like button. Thank you very much, Mo. People tend to forget, don't they? And in a live stream, I often see hundreds of people, not hundreds, but if I'm watching other artists' live channel, there are a lot of people talking, but only about 2 or 3 likes. People, and us content creator too, and we know that that is an important thing, tend to forget to hit the like button. Don't know what that is. So don't forget, I will give you my dog again. This is my boy. My boy reminds you to subscribe and like. Otherwise he will not get his food today. Glad you're having fun. That's the most important part. So happy we joined your channel. Yeah, thank you very much for doing so. Guys, Tommy and Leah have a... I don't want to assume something. I would say from your accents, I would have thought that you are somewhere in the UK. Correct me if I'm wrong. You could be also... Some US has so many different dialects, but you sound UK. I'm not sure. They have a vlog, and they have a funny video just now released with Amma style. Questions asked, and they answer them. They're a really cute couple, so check them out. We are 12, here are 12 likes. Perfect. So that adds up. I don't have to spank anyone. That's good. So you're from the UK, right? That is good. I love me some UK people. This is also not... I don't see Wolverine grooving to this music, but I am pretty limited in my selection right now. So how do I approach the mouth? The mouth is in this case also not that easy to shade. Very, very interesting shadow situation on the mouth. You even see a little bit of the teeth, I think, but I would probably lie and just put a black abyss where his mouth is. Because still showing somehow that there are teeth in there will get really difficult. If you're asking yourself that, if you're drawing even with a little bit more, I would say, I would definitely say I'm more on the realistic side of portraits. Not that stylized. And yes, if you ask yourself that, you are allowed to lie as much as you want also in your realistic portrait. It always depends what you want to achieve. Do you want to achieve a carbon copy of the picture? Then you shouldn't lie, obviously. But sometimes you have to take decisions to change stuff. So because you're changing a medium, just like from a comic book to a movie, it is a difference in medium. You cannot keep everything the same. You have to adjust, and it's the same with portraits. You can change whatever you want. Nobody forces you to adhere to something if you don't think it looks right. Sometimes you just copy one-to-one what you see in a picture, and for some reason it doesn't look right in the picture, then just change whatever you want. You are the master of the reality you create here. For example, I just invent all the time. I invent eyelashes. I don't see many here, for example, in this face, but if you don't see eyelashes, it's just wrong for some reason. People expect eyelashes, so even if I can see them, of course you have to be careful that it doesn't look like he put on a little bit too much mascara, but still there should be some kind of eyelashes. So of course, Tommy and Leah, of course. Can't you send us to the corner? Which corner? I can send you to my break screen if you want to watch cute videos of my dogs. There I can send you. But and the cats. Of the dogs and the cats. But back here to tell you that you have to go. Don't worry, that's totally fine. There will be other live streams. Thank you very much for dropping by, DM, and see you soon. I think you haven't told me about the exam, or I missed it. Either way, you have to do that soon. I have to know all about it. So, he is a little bit rough. I'm drawing him in a little bit of a rough style, but I think that is not wrong for Wolverine. So, I think we're good until now. I think I will stick a little bit to this more rough shadows, to this more rough shading. I won't overdo it with nice and clean, because that's not who Wolverine is. I could have drawn him the same way I drew Joker. If you haven't seen that, go watch my Joker and Haley. I love those two. They are a bit of more... Or Venom also. I'm not such a big fan of Venom, but people seem to like him. So, if you haven't seen those... I think they are in my slideshow. Let me run the slideshow again. I could have drawn him in that style. Didn't even think about that. Now it's too late, but I think that could also have been cool. This was not good. I drew with the dark pencil and it was not sharp, so I put a line where I did not want the line to be. I won't be able to correct that because it's so dark. Me not like it. We will work around that somehow. Yeah, rough suits him, right? I think that is a good look for our boy here. So, this complete side will definitely also be slightly shaded, so let's put in a general shading. Okay, so, and then we can drop a little bit more shadows. It's so funny how he got so much, you can say it, he aged very gracefully. I wish I would age that gracefully. But he has aged while playing Wolverine, and they just pretend he didn't at all. And somehow it feels like it. If you do not watch him next to old images, you think he looks so young still. But then you look at pictures when he played Wolverine for the first time, for example, in X-Men. And you think, oh yes, he aged. But I think it's cool that they don't just go run around and have de-aged him digitally. I think that's good. Not everyone has to look like he's 20 all the time, I think. Yeah, you're the best. I'm the best at what I do. You mean me? Oh, you're so kind. Thank you very much. I'm not, but I appreciate the sentiment. So we commit a little bit more to darkness here around the eye now. We will go just a little bit in, because we need now more definite dark areas. Some that go very close to where they should be in the end. Because after all, as I said, this should be a one stream picture, and we are over the 1 hour mark already, and we are not even remotely close to starting with the hair. And Wolverine has a lot of hair. So we should now make more progress, faster progress. And for that we have to commit. And one more non-Wolverine style music. I should just switch off the music. It is really strange drawing a Wolverine to this kind of music. He wouldn't appreciate. Might be. No, it's not too dark. It looks strange for some reason, but it's not too dark. We will leave it like that for now. Okay, so, and we have here more shading to do. So Harris Heller, you make great music for streams and stuff, but I really need a more, I don't know, I would go with an alternative. It does also not really fit, but some kind of alternative punk. I would appreciate that. I know, bad guys shouldn't be shooters. Casey, welcome. Hey Casey, how are you? Thank you very much for dropping by. Look, it's Wolverine. And we are getting somewhere. We are starting to get a little bit more of a complete picture. And he looks pretty okay, I would say. So So maybe something metal, yeah. Metal. Not Rammstein, please. I loathe Rammstein. I hope I don't hurt anybody's feeling. But nothing in that right direction. I would go with it. I would very much appreciate something alternative punk. What a magical moment when the music has stopped. I can put out the music, but I like music, you know. I like listening to stuff while I'm drawing also. You guys are pretty quiet. You're writing a lot, but other than that, I don't really. I should do text to speech so I can really talk to you guys and I don't miss you. I might do that for if I ever get something like monetized and I have this possibility to have members, you know. I might implement something that the members will be text to speech. That would be fun. I would never be able to ignore you anymore if you are a member. Okay, so it looks interesting. It looks very rough. It looks really rough. I couldn't say that I really did it on purpose, but it is a style that looks not wrong for Wolverine. And funny thing is, it looks like I hurried, and if you look at the time, I didn't really. I'm pretty far behind. Beer time, I think. You love Rammstein, really? No, Rammstein is not Rammstein. And I dare to say it as nicely as I do. Rammstein is... There's not many... not many... Just so you know, if you ever meet in person. Rammstein, when it comes on the radio or something, I leave the room. I think they are about the only group that manages to do that. I leave the room without any... I wouldn't even stay there for you. I'm sorry. I cannot listen to it. I feel physically sick from listening to them. I am sorry. Tommy and Leah, thank you very much for dropping by. Goodbye. Yeah, I will see you soon, guys. Thank you for dropping by. I'm sorry, probably already miss you. Goodbye. Thank you so much. I have to complain about Rammstein right now, so I didn't notice. So, how will we draw the beard? Rough, I would say also. Not too detailed. It is very thick. That's good, Ini. Do not. Rammstein is one of the... I hate them for that, but they are one of the German bands which is hugely successful outside Germany. Probably even more so than in Germany. Because you don't hear much of them in Germany anymore, but they have toured the US to really in big stadiums and stuff. So, and it's really terrible music what they do. It's really garbage. Hot garbage. No, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit messing with you guys. No, I really loathe them. But if you like them, it's okay. It's not really. I won't measure your character on that. It's okay. I forgive you. So I will stop now slamming Rammstein, because they're also hardworking people that earned their place and money that they get. They worked for it hard. I shouldn't slam them like that. and you are not the worst person just because you're listening to Rammstein. That is really, I have to, and this is me holding back talking about Rammstein, Laney. I guess we will not visit a concert together. Our music styles might be incompatible. Now we're going for dubstep, don't we? I don't see Wolverine as a dubstepper. They are, I would call them terrible metal or awful metal. Benzene! That is pretty much Rammstein. And that really hurts the thingy here. I'm always glad for bands and singers and stuff that come from smaller countries like our and make it also in other countries and get famous there. So I say good for you guys. Here not so much. I lose probably a couple. I've probably already lost a couple of subs now, or when people watch this later they will say I cannot sub to processing like that. I am drawing here. I am not a music genius. I'm not a drawing genius either, but I'm also not a music person, so forgive me. And my personal taste does not allow Rammstein in the same room as me. And I think that is okay. I think, and I hope you can accept that. I am a person with needs and wants and stuff. Yeah, they don't have that much lyrics, do they? So it doesn't really matter. I did so well holding back. You know it. They filled stadiums in the US. Rammstein is really famous over there. They're really big. And there are other German groups from time to time throughout history that or German singers that got a little bit bigger. They're not that many, but there are. And the thing with them is that they even sing German. That is really unusual. There are a couple of people you probably do not even know that they are German singing English and are pretty popular in Europe. But they are singing German and are, so it is an achievement. Don't get me wrong, it is quite an achievement. Although with that style of music, the German language goes very well. I would say it is a marriage made in heaven. Doesn't mean I have to like it. Kath Berado, thank you very much for dropping by. And Sukaina, I missed you guys. I missed you coming in. Thank you very much for dropping by and saying that. That is very nice of you. I am complaining about Rammstein right now and trying to finalize this scraggly excuse of a beard here. So sorry for not noticing you coming in earlier. I'm always a bit slow with chat. because I always also, for some reason, also still want to finish my pictures, and I am really behind on this one. I will have to do a little bit after stream, I guess. I fear we won't finish this today, but we have still got lots of time. It's not like I close the stream already. We're not nearly done. Something is annoying me now with this beard here. It's not good. So, what music do I like? I won't tell you because we will now unequivocally make fun of my music taste, and I would not appreciate that. What kind of music do I like? A lot, actually. I really like a lot of music and a lot of different styles. And I even, from time to time, listen to very soft metal stuff. I loved, and that is probably terrible to say to anybody who likes metal, I loved the soundtrack to Queen of the Damned, for example. I think everyone with a common sense in metal will probably tell you that that is a very bad sign. But I like that one, for example. I like so much different stuff. Just listen to that group, not a fan. Altec, that is Melomana. What is Melomana? Not a fan. Yes, exactly, Altec. Me neither. Sounds like melanoma. Yeah, that's true. Kath Berido, hello. Thank you very much for saying that. It's not that much of a tutorial though. I'm not talking right now too much about what I do, but from time to time I give some tips. That is true. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Sunday sketch is very welcome, and thank you very much. The shading is stunning. It is very rough shading, but I think it fits very well. I'm stopping myself from overdoing in terms of shading and smoothing the shading right now, because I think it somehow fits him very well. So I kinda stay with a hard shading, with the strokes, stuff like that, you know. But Lenny, I have, as you probably have guessed by now, more of a mainstream music taste. So I'm not really a connoisseur of music. I love music, and music just needs to make me feel good, or needs to make me feel something. That is not that I want to barf all over the dance floor. So that is what I search for in music. So, great distribution of values. Ah, thank you very much. Nice shading. We're talking about the picture again. Not so many people are talking about my pictures these days when they are in chat. I always have to ask for people to talk about my pictures, so I always feel a little bit like fishing for compliments. What do you think about my picture? But I like that people are talking a lot and discussing everything beside the pictures. It's always nice discussions with you guys. I love it. So I think we'll go for the neck, and then we can go for the hair. I kind of wanted it to reach finally this point where we go for the hair. So we have everything drawn to a certain extent. And this is more of a speed drawing right now, what I'm doing. I'm pretty much just going for it, so we get a little bit more done. So the neck, for example, here, I just go for it and just lay down the law on how I think it should be shaded. Without considering the proportions too much, because I think we have so good proportions in the face that it's not that important anymore. We won't ruin the picture at this point by just going for it here. So, okay, hair, it's hair time. That was quick now. We did a lot of progress in the last 20 minutes when I noticed that we need to make a little bit of progress. Gurium Art, thank you very much for dropping in, and thank you very much for that compliment. Permission Art Studio, thank you very much. So that is so nice of you to drop by. All the known names are here. Not all of them, but a lot of the names of my favorite channels. And that is great. Check all of them out. I see that Mo is also recognizing a lot of them. They are very good channels which are always nice to also visit mine and leaving comments. You guys deserve all the attention you can get here. So there is a little bit, I think that the beard here, I have to pull the beard more into the face. This line belongs higher. There is quite the mismatch of the sides because of that. So okay, but I think other than that, now we can go a little bit for there's something I don't really, it looks a bit strange. I'm just trying to find out if it also looks like that in the original or what I did there. It looks like half of the face is more looking at me like than the other one, if you know what I mean. I'm not sure. I think I won't. I don't want to overcorrect, so I'm very careful at what I'm doing right now, and I think that would be something I have to look into later. What I have not done yet is a little bit of stubble. I should put in a little bit of stubble because he's not really clean shaven. Pizza time, perfect. Enjoy your pizza, Altek. Thank you very much for dropping in, for stopping by. So Masuares, welcome. Thank you very much for dropping by. I hope you are well on this beautiful evening. It's here. I don't know what it is where you are. Sounds a bit Spanish, so probably also evening, right? So now we have a little bit of stubble, and now we will start a little bit with hair, so that he doesn't look like a Albert Einstein anymore. So, Carrie Welsh, welcome. Thank you very much for dropping by. I'm hiding it right now for everyone just stopping by. Let me put that there. And also, let me show you my current state of Wolverine. I'm just now covering him because I want to start with the hair, which I always love to draw. Everybody who was a couple of times here can tell you how much I just enjoy drawing hair. So I'm so happy that I can finally start drawing hair. Okay, thank you very much, Lainey. Thank you for being here, spending time with me, and lurking when you can't. Very much appreciated. Prasanna Color Art, thank you very much for stopping by and for saying that. I'm glad you like it. I'm so glad that you could make it. I hope you're good. I love hair. No, that's not true. Hair does not make me leave the room. I kinda have to grit my teeth and just go for it with the hair. I wouldn't do that with Rammstein, so. But I did not want to slam Rammstein anymore. There are nice viewers out there who might like Rammstein and not like me for the comments, and I don't want to risk that. But I think you are entitled to have your opinions, right? I think I should be entitled to have opinions. I still can love the viewer. I don't have to love their choice of music. I'm also not very good in drawing hair. That's one of the reasons why I don't enjoy drawing it. I'm not. I always miss that word. I always look it up and then I forget it again. To be patient. I have to be more patient. And too impatient to remember the name patient for hair. If I would just slower, if I would just take my time, it would look much better what I do in terms of hair. But I just want to get it over with. I don't have the patience. One of the reasons why I don't do commissions. If people would pay for it, I would have to be careful with the hair. Wolverine's favorite music, dubstep. So fitting. So, hair is fun to do. You are lying, Mo. My hair is the worst. Hey, Prasanna. Weren't you there already? If not, hello, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. No opinions for me, yeah. Yeah. I hate drawing hair. But it's somehow I by now I managed to get I've adjusted my style so much that I don't hate the result most of the time anymore. So it somehow fits. The thing is, if you take a lot of time and just do a really nice portrait, I really enjoy. But also in that case, I also like the hair. Let me see, where's my Buffy? Have you guys seen my Buffy? I like my Buffy. Buffy's always worth a watch. The series and my portrait. 1 second. Buffy is away. I don't know where Buffy is. My Buffy is great. I love my Buffy. One of my favorites right now. But it's really good. You should watch it. You should go watch it after the stream. And there also the hair is not very. I did it very quickly. It is more of a shoddy work, but it fits somehow. It works. So I think I have to accept that my hair will never be perfect. Real life and drawing. I have patience, I just procrastinate. Yeah, with drawing, I know that much, fortunately. Yeah, I always put hair at the end, but I'm not sure if that counts as procrastination. And it's not the end, it's just the last step before you get to a point where you have everything done once and you can start fixing things and getting stuff on the same level, you know. You might say that is procrastination. Need coffee, it's 5:30 a.m. here. Oh, that's early. Thank you so much then for dropping by, Carrie. So, 5:30. You're in Australia? You are an Australian? That is amazing. Yeah, I love Australians, and I did stream to another time, which was much better for Australian. I had to change that and I felt really bad, but I noticed that I have more Australians in my stream from time to time now, and I have this terrible time. What is wrong with you? Why aren't you sleeping? That lightness among darkness of Harrison's face looking great. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm not happy with it. Do you know that? When there are so nice people complimenting something you really don't like yourself, and you think, are they making fun of me? I really appreciate it saying that. So, also, this should be a one stream portrait, so we have to speed it up a little bit. I don't have to necessarily do it all in the stream. As always, there will be a time-lapse version, which includes then the complete picture, even if I have to fix stuff up, change stuff, do more stuff after the stream, so you won't miss out on anything if you watch that. But I tend to want to do as much as possible, practically the complete picture, in the stream. I try to. I'm only human. I don't manage all the time everything. But I won't hide anything from you. You will, every time you will see it all. As long as the camera worked and I didn't forget to press record. I did not in this case, so all is good. You will see everything I do. Everything I do. That was terrible and I'm so sorry. Probably out slaying. Yeah, you're talking still about Buffy. That's true. I do not know how she can get that far. So short a time. It's the last portrait I did. Next to last. I don't know where it is. Where is she? I have my ring-a-ding-ding here. Scarlet Witch. But I don't like it that much because I also did not like the original picture that much. And I captured that very well, and I don't like it. Yeah. What can you do? So. You're awake because of your 2-year-old, and yes, I'm also here. Yeah, you don't get that much of a choice with kids sometimes, do you? So I'm glad that I give you a little bit of entertainment, perhaps. Now that you have to be awake or are already awake. So no chance of getting to sleep again. So if you're talking about coffee, that means that's it with sleep for today, isn't it? I love Australia. Now there are also some channels now that I've found which give you this. I always also like those channels, you know, there's preferably 4K walking through city and stuff, just stuff like that, especially now in the pandemic where there's no chance of you reaching those places. It's kind of cool just joining them walking, if it's really good quality and if it's exciting areas. I really like that. And Australia is so exciting. Probably not always to you Australians, but they're so beautiful places. I was there once or twice, mostly for work, and I always loved it. Gives me on my toes, and my eldest two, of course, don't get much time for painting. You could at 5:30, right? Or you could get up at 4:30, anticipate them waking up early, and then start drawing or painting. Yeah, but I get that. I totally get that. I only have dogs and cats, so that's not so difficult. My kiddos are grown and out of the house. Perfect. That's the best time, isn't it? But I do raise my 5-year-old grandson since 5.5 months old. So yeah, that's then you know it's still. But good on you that you do that. That's great. What don't you do for the small ones? Thank you very much, Games, for saying that. No chance of going back to sleep. We're always up around 4 to 5. Okay. Then it's perfect for my streams. Wonderful. You can make... Then you can come to every stream and be a moderator for me, can't you? I still need a moderator. I have an Australian moderator, but she doesn't really make it now that I changed my time, and I would never request this from her. She sometimes even comes and I tell her go to bed, it's too early. She's such a good person. It is a beautiful country and it's so different. That is so amazing to me. But everything in your country wants to kill you, so there's a price you pay. Thank you very much, Games, for saying that. I am glad that you think that. But I still have to do more hair. I've slowed down. I cannot slow down. We have now almost to the 2-hour mark up, and I normally stop after about 2 hours. This might get a little bit longer. But time flies when we're having fun, doesn't it? And we have to get this done. There's so much dubstep in this playlist. If you guys hate that, let me know and we go back to the other music, because it honestly fits about the same. The calmer music. But I think it's good for you, Carrie, right? That this is more of a high energy music for your morning, so you don't even have the chance to fall back to sleep. So I guess it fits. It's good. You don't even need coffee, you can just listen to the music. I love how just with 1, 2, 3 layers of different darkness, hairs kinda get a hair effect. If I would invest more layers, it would look even better. But it kinda does the job. It does say hair. Perhaps unkempt, not very beautiful hair, but it does say hair. I decide by myself. I'm sorry, I hope you will not fall asleep, but I will change the music to a little bit more quieter one, because I am fed up with dubstep by now. I don't want to hear dubstep anymore. I actually don't hate dubstep. Don't get me wrong. I hate Rammstein. I don't hate dubstep. I like it from time to time because it's kind of fun. I would not be able to name a single dubstep song, but that was about, I don't know, half an hour of dubstep or minute ready almost. Doesn't need that. So, looking great. Thank you very much, Mo. Everyone who doesn't live here freaks out about dying from some creature here. It's not that bad, is it? I never really felt in danger when I was there. It's you have all the horror stories about, for example, Sydney Spider, this little spider, and when you're in Sydney, they will be all over your shoes and kill you if they get the chance. It's not that bad, is it? It would be fun if you would say, no, it's exactly like that. We are always checking our shoes for the Sydney spider. No, it's not. It's just also it is different. If you live in a country like here in Germany, there is not really that much of a chance that the wildlife will kill you. But Australians, for example, also they always tell you take those signs for alligators and so on. If you want to go for a swim or something, take those seriously. They really are there. If you are Australian, you're just aware of that. You don't get the idea to just jump into the water everywhere where you want to. You don't think about stuff like that in a country like Germany. And that is a difference. It's not that bad as people tend to make it. I get that. But it is a difference. But I love the wildlife in Australia there. I hate spiders, but they're so beautiful. Giant spiders I've seen, or I don't even remember which city that was, but it just got a little bit dark and the sky was full with bats. I loved that. That was beautiful. It's just so pure sometimes. Daughter fell into a bad relationship, developed addiction. That is bad. That is bad to hear, but it's so great that you then took care of the boy. It was a boy? I think so. Doesn't matter. Boy or girl. So good that you take care of them. And it's a shame that you had to, but it's great on you that you stepped up there. It's a vicious cycle, yes. I believe that. He is very lucky to have you, Mo. Okay, so we are continuing with the hair. I think it is too glossy over here. I think I have to tone it a little bit down. It's not like he comes straight from the salon, not saloon. He's also not a cowboy. He deserves a great normal life. Yes. But I hope you don't forget yourself from time to time. But you have your channel, for example, so that is a great thing to do, I think, for yourself, isn't it? I enjoy it very much, and in my situation with the illness and stuff, it is just so great to have something that is really yours. You take the decision and you are in some kind of form, because I don't have it like with a human. I don't have it with a child or something, but I have kind of a responsibility for. I feel a little bit of responsibility for the channel. It probably sounds lame to people with kids and taking care of kids, but it is kind of a responsibility. I have that also with my dogs. Of course, I am responsible for other life. It's not the same as with kids, though. I would not insinuate that. Hair is looking great. Thank you very much, Mo, for saying that. Thank you, Carrie. Right? It's kind of work, but also it's not. So it's really I see it very clearly with my illness. So it stops me from everything. It gets better now, but it has stopped me for a very long time to do anything that is remotely taxing, which takes a lot of energy, mind-wise and physically. But with my channel, with my drawings, it just really, it feels good, and it doesn't tax me too much. I am a very instinctual drawer. I do not think that much about what I'm drawing. Right now, most of the decisions I'm taking here, they are not really conscious. I just let my hands do what they want. And that feels really good. I love it. And I love also the little bit more effort I have to put into creating the videos. But I've organized that in a way. I've made that as efficient as possible also. I think it's not bad, is it? I think it's pretty good. We have a good, yeah, we are not too close anymore from the end of the stream. I think I have to introduce perhaps a little bit more contrast. We need a little bit more darkness here to just show that there is something limiting the face. I won't even go into the zipper. I will about let it end here. We will have darkness here to limit it there. We call this one here in chat Mr. Squeaky because it squeaks. And I had a small one and it didn't squeak anymore, but now with a new one, it squeaks again. And everybody who is not new to the chat will now be overjoyed that I have a squeaky Mr. Squeaky again, probably. Okay, so what did I miss? Looking good with the hair. Thank you very much. Facecam is frozen. That's good. No, that's not good, but that's not the best picture where it could have been frozen. Let me see if I can restart it. If not, it's not that bad. We are about to close anyway, and as long as you can hear me. Let me see. Let me close this. I guess I will not be able to restart it, but I hope that is okay. Thing is, I've switched everything off and it still shows you that, oh no, it should now be gone. That is good. Perhaps I can restart it. Let me see. I have no idea how long that was now, but I guess it's not that important. But it doesn't look like it recovers. No, it's crashed. I'm sorry. There won't be face cam for the rest of the stream. I'm very sorry. But is the rest also frozen? I don't hope so, but it looks strange. If you flirted at, okay. I'm not sure if is it still moving for you guys? I'm not sure. There is something. It is moving. Okay, good. Bring back the flirty. I cannot bring back the flirty picture. I'm sorry. I cannot flirt with you anymore. I will do so in a future stream. I guess we have to live now without facecam for the rest of the stream. But I think that's okay. Probably now all the people are coming in and they won't be chased away by my facecam anymore. Still, that's good. So I restarted the camera, but that didn't work, and the only thing then helping with the setup I have always is restarting the PC, and then I would break the stream, and it doesn't make sense to do that so close to the end of the stream. Painting looks good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mo. So I will call it for today, probably very soon. So let's talk about what we have and if you still want to do something today or if we are finished for now. We have a Wolverine. I think we need a little bit more contrast overall also in the face. We won't go into it too much though today anymore. I like very much too. That is something I regularly do, definitely always. Go back to it after a couple of days or the next day at least, or even just a few hours. But you need a little bit of a break from your own work sometimes, I feel, to have other eyes again, to see things you perhaps even missed. There are always some areas where I just think I completely missed to shade that. How could I miss to shade that the first time around? But when you're too close to your own image, you just tend to miss stuff. So that's anyway that it's good that I will be looking at it again. But I think overall we have a pretty decent shading job. That just needs to be a little bit more contrast. So really dark around the eyes, darker than it is now, and stuff like that. And then I'm not sure about the hair. The places where the beard meets the hair has also to be a little bit reworked. That it doesn't look like it is glued on hair, but natural hair. But I think overall the proportions and stuff looks pretty neat. I think that is good. I think the beard will need cleaning up a bit. He has such a beautiful, beautiful beard. There are no beautiful beards. All beards should be removed from existence. And yes, I also mean my own pseudo beard. It's terrible. I started to let it grow a little bit, and now always when I completely shave myself, I think I look really strange, so I let it grow back. That's not a good place to be. I hate beards. And now I haven't one myself. That makes it a little bit strange to complain always about beards. I have to reach a point where I can remove my beard again. So it's always good to step back for a little bit and then analyze it again with fresh eyes. Exactly. I think that is so important. So I really do not want to overdo it. I do not want to now draw everything to a place where I say, this is now finished. I will have to change stuff anyway. So, yeah. So I think that's it. I think we will need to go into a little bit more detail shading contrast wise in the face. Make that all nice and cleaned up. Have a little bit more contrast, darkness. My very lovely Blackstone pencil will be the place to go, the tool to go there. For example, this area is not shaded at all. I will have to get a little bit of shading in there. So it gets a little bit of feeling of three-dimensionality. I see so many stuff. No, I will stop now. So this is it for today. As always, this will be completed off stream, but you will be able to see all of it in the time-lapse version that I will be releasing of this one. Let me think. Wonder will be the Monday release. So this one will actually be the Thursday release next week. So look out for that. Yeah, that will be the complete picture there. I will give you a little bit of commentary. I'm not sure yet about if I have a topic or if I will just tell you my thoughts about this picture at that point. I tend to try to be a little bit creative there. Hey Justin, good morning. I'm about to close the stream, but I'm so happy that you dropped by anyway. I would stay now that you're here, but I have to close this for today, I think. I really think that I have reached the point where I have to take a step back now. To not overdo it in certain areas and to really go just for stuff that has to be done, you know? You always should know when to stop with a picture. And yeah. Ikra Art, thank you very much for dropping that too. Thank you very much that you like Gurium. Thank you all for dropping by. As I said, time-lapse out on Thursday. I appreciate you guys all stopping by and spending your time with me doing this and joining me and discussing with me. It was so much fun. This was an amazing stream. Thank you guys so very much. You probably know that I have also an Instagram and stuff like that. I still have to somehow add it to the live streams. I still haven't found out how to do that. You find my link tree definitely in my other videos, in my non-live stream videos. That down there you have the link tree. If you are on Twitter, add me there. If you, most of you are on LinkedIn, most of you are not LinkedIn, Instagram. Most of you have already added there. So great to have you all here. Thank you very much. I have a Discord if you want to chat with me. And as I am starting now with the Buffy live streams, probably end of the month, because I just learned that the Buffy will probably be released on Disney Plus, so everyone can watch it. We will be watching Buffy, or everyone by themselves can watch a couple of episodes of Buffy, and then we will meet and discuss those in live stream, where we will have voted on who from that episodes should be drawn in the live stream. I will be drawing, of course, and everyone can be chatting about discussing that, because Buffy is an epic series and everyone should love Buffy. So thank you very much. Great stream. Thank you, Mo, for being here almost all the time. Thank you, Carrie, for spending your early time with us here now. Thank you so much, Justin, to still coming in. Just a couple of minutes ago, my face cam, the face cam was on, but it broke for some reason. So sorry for not being able to see me again. Next time there will be also the face cam again. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ini, for being here all the time. Thank you. I think who's else there? Of course, there is. Who else is here? Tell me, people. So many people. I cannot name everyone, but Liana is of course here. Lainey is lurking, I think, because she had to record her own video. DM was here all the time. Thank you all very much for spending your time with me. Have a great weekend. A lot of you already have Saturday. I will have my Friday night now and my Saturday then tomorrow. Enjoy your weekend. Everybody has the weekend in front of them. So I loved having you here. I love being with you here. And thank you very much, and see you soon. Goodbye.